What's good, Panther Nation? Welcome to Two Fans in the Stands. I'm your boy Tony.
And I'm CJ.
And in today's episode of Mock Draft Monday, we are going to focus on selecting the best defensive player available. Now, mind you, just like in the past 2 weeks of Mock Draft Monday, we're going to assume that we've already selected a quarterback, and that quarterback is one that's probably high free agent. Okay, so somebody that we already signed in free agency, decided we're gonna have for the next 2 or 3 years. So therefore, we're not looking for a rookie quarterback in this draft. Now, what we the reason one of the reasons why we do mock draft Monday every Monday, it kind of puts you in the mind, give you the framework of what the general manager, assistant general manager, the head coach, and those guys go through on a weekly basis leading up to the draft, and the potential conversations that they have in the war room. We always talk about having a different plan A, plan B, plan C, so on and so forth. So these are the conversations that Scott Fitterer, Frank Wright, Dan Morgan, those guys are having on a daily and weekly basis. Now, granted, we all know that we need a franchise quarterback, and if everything played out right, and if there was someone that they're convicted on, then obviously they would probably do what they need to do to move up in the draft to get one. But we're going to
Mm-hmm.
assume just for this mock draft that we already got our quarterback for the next 3 or 4 years, and we got him through free agency. So again, it leaves us options to pick an offensive or defensive player in this upcoming draft. And last week we did it with a tight end because that's who I felt, in my opinion, was the most glaring need on offense. So this week we're
Sir,
gonna
that's
switch it
that's a
up.
we feel.
Oh, my apologies. My apologies. We. You absolutely correct. You have my bad. So this week we feel that we're gonna switch it up and we're gonna go defense this time. Not necessarily that the whole draft is gonna be all defensive picks, but the
Yeah.
focus is going to be defense because we believe that the defensive side of the ball is the side that has the most glaring needs. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
that's what go ahead.
and also, I'm going to cut you off. Also, and like our last mock draft played out, Bryce Young dropped all the way to 9. Again, folks, this is just a scenario, okay? It's just a scenario. If me and Tony were general managers, there's no way in hell we'd let him go if he dropped the number 9. So,
Now if we want our job the next day.
yeah, exactly. So we know, we
Right.
know. Okay, I just want to say
Right.
that.
So that's why I wanted to emphasize assume that we
Yeah,
already got our quarterback. Assume that.
yeah.
Okay.
Simulations, folks. Simulations.
Right. But before we get started, CJ, man, what's good with you? How you feeling today, cousin?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Ready to get this mock draft Monday started.
Hey, you ain't put none of them good old ribs on the grill lately, have you?
And let me tell you, man, we get about a good 2-3 days of sun here in Charlotte, and then we get this line of storms that started over on the West Coast and come this way, and everybody
Yeah,
gets all this nice snow and stuff, and then it hits the Appalachians, and all we get is rain. So I'm still
man.
waiting on to dry out a little
Is it,
bit.
hey, you know this weather bipolar.
Yeah, for real.
Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it. And don't forget to also let us know your comments about the picks, whether you like them or dislike them, and what would you have done differently. Okay, so keep that in
Mm-hmm.
mind as well. We always look forward to chopping it up with you guys. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get the draft started here.
Damn, and of course, again.
Okay, now again, we're going to assume that we don't need a quarterback in this draft. We're just
Yeah.
going to assume that. We're going to assume that we have the quarterback for the next 3 or 4 years. We still got Matt Corral on the roster, and we brought in another veteran quarterback. That's just an assumption. This is just a
Mm-hmm.
simulator. So this is the
Yeah.
scenario that's going to play out. Okay, so
But Will Anderson is there.
It's not even a question. I'm not even going to think about it. It ain't even up for discussion. We're gonna select
Draft.
Will Anderson right here, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, too, we're gonna look at some potential trades that come our way. We're not gonna take anything that we deem unlikely in a
Mm-hmm.
real case scenario. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like somebody trying to offer like 5 or 6 picks for one pick. Like that's not a scenario that will play out
Yeah.
regularly, in the war rooms on draft day. So, but we'll take a look and see what's going on.
Mm.
I'm in the mindset right now that we should use both our second round picks. I think
All right.
our second and third round picks. I think we should use them.
They're
So
gonna be important this year.
yeah, I'm not even gonna look at any of these right here
All right.
because I'm
Agreed.
in the mindset that we is going to go ahead with this pick right here. So let me so let's see who's all available. Hey, I like this pick. Right, I like Trenton Simpson out of
Mm-hmm.
Clemson, 6'3", 240, runs a 4.4 40. Very very versatile. 3 down linebacker, come downhill. He can cover not only tight ends or running backs. He can also cover slot receivers. If you have a bigger receiver in playing the slot, he has the ability to cover such a player. So I feel comfortable taking Trenton Simpson right here. What you think, CJ?
Can we look at cornerbacks? See who's available
Okay.
first. Mm. You go
So
back
we
to
got
Simpson. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, you want okay. To edge linebacker. Let's just take a look at defensive line and
Mm-hmm.
edge real quick.
Okay.
So defensive line.
Oh. Okay.
See, now I love Mozzie Smith. If you didn't
Mm-hmm.
see him recently in the combine, he put up 34, 35 reps of the bench press. And one thing I like about Mozzie, he has a very quick first step and he has some pass rushing moves. And I think he would be an ideal nose tackle for us. I think he will pair well on that defensive front with Derek Brown and whoever we have opposite of Derek Brown. But I think linebacker is it more in flux for us heading into this year. So
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna slide back and take Tristan dang I forgot his name that quick. Trenton
Simpson. Yeah.
Simpson. That's yeah, Trenton Simpson. So I'm gonna take Trenton Simpson right here. All right.
True. What's the name? Might still be there at 61. Maybe.
Who's that?
Mozzie Smith.
My okay, well let's see. Is he still there?
No.
No. Javon Dexter is another
Mm-hmm.
good defensive lineman. The one thing, my one con on Javon Dexter when I watched film of him was he's not quick off the ball. If you go back and watch tape, watch and see how quick his first step is or lack thereof coming off the ball. It's like it's a half a step slower than everybody else on the defensive line. It's like the defensive line and the offensive line is moving, and then it's like
Mm-hmm.
a half a second later, then he moves. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's a problem because most offensive linemen can get their hands on you
Yeah.
within that half a second to a second. That's my only knock on him. He's 6'5", 310 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know
They may be able to work on him
that's
with that.
yeah, might be now. Ooh, now the edge we have BJ Ojolari, Derek Hall, and Andre Carter.
Didn't my man from Northwestern run like a 4.40 at the combine? Or am I thinking about somebody else?
You talking about Tommy Adeboye?
Mm-hmm.
He ran a 4.69 at
Okay.
282 pounds. Yeah, four
Who am I
six
thinking
nine.
of defensive lineman that ran a 4.4? Okay, maybe I got that
Defensive
wrong.
lineman.
Mm-hmm. It was one of those defensive linemen that was booking it. I can't remember who it was. I just kind of saw the highlight.
I'm trying. Okay. Well, um, sorry, I didn't mean to suck my teeth. No, Nolan Smith out of Georgia,
Oh, okay.
ran a 4.43 40, and they
Mm-hmm.
have him
But
listed as a defensive lineman.
yeah, but it
Yeah,
wasn't him. It was somebody else too. But well, never mind. We'll get
yeah.
into that later.
Okay. So we took an edge, we took a linebacker. Let's see what else available. Let's check tight end. Now, Tucker Craft had a good
Mm-hmm.
combine. Sam Laporta, who I've been high on, since the middle of the football season, he had a good showing yesterday at the
Mm-hmm.
combine. Michael Mayer actually was the slowest, had the
Mm-hmm.
slowest 40 time out of all the linebackers, but I still like him as a good all around back. I think Washington out of Georgia, Dwayne Washington just stole the show. 6'7", 270,
Mm-hmm.
ran a 4.65 40. And I mean, the boy is like he's just a freak of nature. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, let's see what was all available. Okay, let's see. Well, we got Will Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're good on edge
Okay.
because you got Brian Burns on one side. You're gonna plug Will Anderson on the other.
Be hell of
We
a
got
duo.
capable backups. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
already
Go
on the
cornerback.
roster. Okay, all right. Let's go cornerback. Let's see what we got.
DJ
DJ
Turner,
Turner.
Cabo Kelly.
DJ
Okay.
Turner ran a 4.26 40 at the combine.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Damn.
I mean, getting it. Four two
Mm-hmm.
six. Yeah, 6 feet, 180 pounds. I think that's relatively good size, good height.
Yeah.
Fluid. So let's hey, we're gonna take DJ
Go
Turner
for
right here. All right. So our next pick is at pick 93.
it.
All
Yeah.
right. Now, just out of curiosity, I want to see what some of the trades that are being offered. What's on the table.
Okay.
So we got the Houston Texans here, and nope, none of them. No,
Nope.
nope,
Hell no.
nope.
Absolutely
That's a
not.
hell. Now,
All
yeah.
right.
All right. So we're gonna go pick 93. What's best available? Okay, here we go. Now we had someone mention in our comments over the weekend. What do we think about Hendon Hooker? Now, me personally, in my opinion, if I was the general manager, if I was Scott Fitterer, this will be a no-brainer pick right now at this point in the
Mm-hmm.
draft. Someone of Hendon Hooker's caliber.
Third round.
At the was no, this fourth round. No,
It's
this third
fourth.
round. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Third
this
round.
third. It's third
Mm-hmm.
round. So great value, and I say that because we all know Hendon Hooker tore his ACL back in December. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a 50-50 chance that he will even be ready
Yeah.
at the beginning of the season. So we have to keep that in mind when we're talking about a franchise quarterback and what we are willing to put into that franchise quarterback. Is he plug and play? Is he ready to play right now? Is a possibility that he can get on the field this year, or he takes someone like Hendon Hooker that's coming off a major knee injury, and it's 50-50 chance that he may or may not even be ready by training camp. But as far as value, this is a great value pick in the third round. So we're gonna take Hendon Hooker
Yeah. And
right here.
assuming that we've already got our quarterback via free agency, this will give him
Right,
time to come in, heal up, and be ready to go for next season because his age
right.
is already. I'm not gonna say a knock on him, but it gets mentioned anytime you talk about Hendon Hooker that he's already 25, twenty
Yeah,
six
he's
years old.
25.
Yeah. But
But
I see
but the
no
thing,
issue with him at this pick in the third round.
yeah. But the thing about that, I was thinking about it the other day, is that even if you got a quarterback like hitting the hooker at 20, and he's 25 years old, and I believe Stetson Bennett is like 24, 25 years old, if you can get those guys on a rookie deal,
Mm-hmm.
so say you take hitting the hook in the first round, and that's 5 years. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. I ain't keep talking.
Okay. I don't know why my camera went out. But yeah, I mean that's 5 years that you would have of his service on a rookie deal. So I mean if you can get a good 4 to 5 years out of him,
Yeah.
from that first rookie deal, I mean he'll be 29 to 30 years old before he will be before he'll be ready before
For
his
another
second
contract.
contract.
And
Right.
if he's a total flame out, then you did that with only a rookie deal. So
Okay. Yeah, that's true. All right. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and take Hendon
mm-hmm.
Hooker, man.
All right.
So our next selection is the pick 114. And we're gonna reject that trade. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely reject that one. So 114. Let's see what we got in all. Okay. Now we
Now
got
we
AT Parrott. Go
yeah.
ahead.
I'm not gonna lie. Now, since the theme of this is defensive, I would this is me personally, I would go for another cornerback while there's still some decent ones on the board.
Another cornerback.
I would go for another cornerback because
Let's see.
if we don't if we don't bring anybody in to Carolina in free agency, for the cornerback spot behind Jackson, our depth is very thin. So to me, two cornerbacks in this draft would not be that much of a reach.
Okay. That's true. That's true. Oh, didn't mean to do that.
That's all good. Let's keep going.
All right, but Travius Hodges Thomason, who actually won the Thorpe Award last year, as the nation's top cornerback, the bloodlines run good. He's on the smaller side. His height wise, he will remind you of Dante Jackson, but he's a little bigger as far as weight wise. I think he's about 190, and he plays a little tougher.
Hmm.
Um, he's the nephew of LaDainian Tomlinson.
Okay.
So that bloodline is there. LaDainian Tomlinson has come out and mentioned how he has, pretty much trained him, the past few off seasons, getting him prepared for a day like this,
Hmm.
um, to be drafted. So I I, I feel good taking Travius Hodges Thomason with this
All right.
pick. He definitely got that dog in him.
Okay.
So let's see. Pick 132. New England wants to trade back 3 spots and then pick up a
Well,
sixth and seventh rounder.
that's not
Hmm.
bad.
That's not bad. What's the next one? Oh,
Nah.
definitely not that one.
You know what?
So
Let's take that one.
let's take it. All right.
Hmm. Oh hell no.
Oh, no, no,
Yeah, I
no.
doubt they gonna give up all that in real life.
Right. So far we got an edge, linebacker, two cornerbacks, and a quarterback.
All
All
right.
right. So anything on the defensive line? Now I do like Carl Brooks. He had a
Bowling
very
Green.
good, yeah. He had a very good Senior Bowl week.
Hmm.
Uh, some good 1-on-ones. That kind of thing. Didn't
Yeah.
hear a whole lot about him during the season, but like I said, that Senior Bowl weekend stood out. He had an okay showing at the combine, but right at this point in time, what is this? The fifth pick,
Hmm.
fourth round? Yeah, fourth round. I think he'll be a good pick. We need to add some more some more bodies to that defensive line. So I'm gonna take Carl
Yeah.
Brooks right here. Alright. So let's reject that. Reject that. Let's see what's all available. Now I like Jaden Reed,
Mm-hmm.
wide receiver out of Michigan State. Tyler Scott didn't have a good showing at the combine this past weekend.
Yeah.
I I don't know if that hurts his draft stock or anything because I don't really know where it's at. But from what I saw, I mean, versus what else is out there, I'd
Mm-hmm.
rather go Jaden Reed than Tyler Scott. So I'm gonna take
I'm with it.
Jaden Reed right here.
All right.
So we got two picks left. Pick 184 and 258. Yeah, I got tongue tied on that one, brother. My bad.
Hey, let's look go back and look at the tight ends. See who's
Okay.
left. Because I know in most of our drafts we take one either second or third round or somewhere. But there's your boy Will Mallory.
Yeah. Hey, Brenton Strange had a good combine yesterday
Mm,
for tight ends. He showed he had some great hands when running the gauntlet. I
mm,
was very impressed. He didn't let any balls come into his body. He was pretty much like snatching the ball out the air. You know what I mean?
okay. Yeah.
Great body control, everything, good size. He's someone to definitely keep an eye on,
Mm-hmm.
especially at pick 184. We're in the sixth round now. I think
Mm-hmm.
that would be a great value pick, or like
All
Will
right.
Mallory.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take Brenton Strange. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna take Brenton Strange.
All right.
All right, where you think we should go with this last pick? Pick
Let me
258.
see. We got a tight end, wide receiver, two cornerbacks, edge, linebacker, QB. Um, let's go deep. Let's see what's on the defensive line again.
All right, let's see. Cameron Young, Dante Steele. I'm
What
not
about
familiar.
edge?
Okay, go back to Edge. Let's see. I'm not familiar with any of these names.
Okay.
Let's check linebacker again.
Muhammad Diabite.
Shaka Hayward had an okay draft combine. He put up some okay numbers.
Okay.
Linebacker out of Duke. Let's see. Yasir Abdullah had a great combine. He put up some numbers. I guess you could quote unquote call him a workout warrior,
Yeah.
but he did his thing. I think he did well enough to earn a day three,
All
selection.
right. Well, let's go. Let's see what best available says.
All right, let's go see what best available says.
A couple offensive tackles on there.
Yeah, you can never go wrong there because they can always be
Mm-hmm.
kicked inside to guard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh? There's Asim Richards from North Carolina. I could see
Mm-hmm.
Asim kicking in the guard. And I
Yeah.
say that because, of course, we know him being Tar Heel fans.
Oh yeah.
So what you think? You think we should just grab one of these right here?
You know what? I'm still gonna keep with the theme of mostly defensive draft. Go ahead and get Muhammad Diabite, the
Okay.
linebacker out of Utah.
All right.
All right. Not a bad draft.
No, not a bad draft. Not a bad draft at all. So what would you give this draft? What would be your overall grade?
I give it a solid A. I give it a
A
solid A
solid A.
because if Will Anderson fell to number 9, okay, and again, folks, I'm thinking also that Bryce Young, Will Levis, C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson, in my mind, none of them are going to be available to us at number 9. Okay, so if we still keep the number 9 pick, they're all going to be gone. All right, and of course, you would have to say that Will Anderson is not going to be there either. This is a mock draft. This is simulated. That's why he just so happened to fall to us. But but yeah, Hendon Hooker in the 3rd round. I think that's a great value pick. We addressed edge. We addressed linebacker twice, two cornerbacks, defensive lineman, and we got 2 extra picks. So we got our wide receiver and another tight end, because I do believe that tight end will be a position that they will address in free agency. Tight end and it's leaning strongly towards quarterback. Okay, tight
Right.
end and
Yeah.
quarterback, because Scott Fitter already said that if they find a guy that they fall in love with, they're going to be aggressive and trying to go after him and get him. But we don't know how much aggression that's going to be until we get closer to the draft or draft night. So it's all
Right.
speculation right now.
Right.
But yeah, I give it a solid A.
I just wonder if there was did any of the quarterbacks really wow them enough
Mm-hmm.
to say, you know what, we're gonna do whatever it takes to get up to number 3, number 4, pick in the
Yeah.
draft, and we're ready to, give up XYZ for our
Mm-hmm.
future, franchise quarterback. I'm just wondering, did they put a value high enough on any quarterback that's going to be available in the draft to say that we're going to move up from number 9, or are they going to just enhance the talks with Derek Carr? Because they're supposed to talk to him again Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and explore more options when it comes to the free agent market as far as quarterbacks.
Yeah, and also it's all going to depend on the cap space too. You know,
That's
if
true.
they
That's true.
if they got enough cap space to fill all of the, not holes, but if they got enough cap space to fill the potential draft picks that we won't be able to pick up, because we know we got to trade a few draft picks to get up to say number 3, number 4, number 5, or whatever they try to get up to get a quarterback. Now,
Yeah.
depending on how many draft picks we give up in this draft, are we going to be able to pick up anybody in free agency to kind of offset that? So,
Right.
the cap space is still going to be a major factor in this, but they're still working on it. So I still think they got a whole lot of magic that they need to play to get it right. But we'll see.
All right. Any final thoughts before we get out of here?
No, man, I'm good. Like I said, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. And if y'all still watching this, we appreciate the love and support. Like, subscribe, ring that bell. Let us know what you think.
All right. Well, thank you for watching Two Fans in the Stands Mock Draft Monday. Don't forget to comment below. Tell us what you think of this week's mock draft. We look forward to hearing from you. And until then, Panthers Nation, keep pounding.